Hey, what up ladies and gents, favorite Asian robot right here, and we are beginning the show today. So today, it is reset day and you know what's coming, it's reactor farming time. So let's go check out all the reactor farms tonight. Merido, Terido, ring-a-ding, dillo. Sand flies in the grass, bees on willow. Hey, the one, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day today. Now let the song begin. Let us sing together of sun, stars, moon and mist, rain and cloudy weather, light on the budding leaf, dew on feather. I'm doing good. Just searching for the reactor farms this week. Please be Glay. Please have one for Glay. Please have one for Glay. They don't have one for Glay. I mean, technically there is one. Oh my god. Bunny Road is a Glay reactor. Yes. 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 Bunny Road could have a Glay reactor. I'm gonna try my luck. Hey, Podkeen. Good to see you. Oh, I should tweet. That's right. Merido, Terido, ring-a-ding, dillo. Sand flies in the glass, no willow. Why no, Hazza? Blair, no, I haven't worked on Blair. All I had for him is just the basics, because I don't use Blair. I will use him in future, but at this current moment, there is no need for me to use him, so... Told you last time. I decided to let my parents rest more. So suffer. Should be Freyna drops all the way. How's it? You leave. You leave. What is this Freyna obsession that you have? Hey, Jonathan. Merido, Terido, ring-a-ding, dillo. I just realized First Descendant Twitter dropped another thirst trap. Damn. Okay. I'm not letting that music play, but I am sharing it in Discord. The thirst trapping is so real. I swear to God. This is too good not to share with my crew. And it's in Twitter sharing now. Hey, I hope everyone's doing good. Listen, calm down, Hasla. Calm down, okay? You don't have to get another new skin, bro. Yeah. I'm glad you're gonna enjoy the Freyna skin, that's for sure. The update is supposed to be tomorrow. No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. I will confirm for you, but it is Thursday. 10th October for me. I am quite certain of this. I will double confirm. Yeah, I'm gonna double check that because I think that it is an error on their part. According to the Discord, they posted it very differently. Let me double check. Okay, so it'll be Wednesday for you guys, but Thursday for me. So it's Thursday morning, so I'll be streaming at the time that it'll happen. And the maintenance schedule is Thursday, 10th of October, 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it'll be Wednesday for Americans, Wednesday night-ish, going into Thursday morning. So in the morning, you know, by the time of my evening stream, they'll have everything else ready. Yep, these maintenance will be on my Thursday morning stream. So it'll be Wednesday night for you guys. So yep, double confirm that. Tomorrow, they're just going to produce some information for us. So just take note of that. That's all it really is. There we go, there we go. Ring a ding ding. Old Tom Bombadil. Fella. Do 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 do.
New subscriber detected.
Yeah, everything is just like dead. Okay. It's gonna be a big one. It is a big update. So yep, 7 hours maintenance. I'm glad they're doing this one properly. I can't stand it when they do their maintenance free like patches. Like that one's so bad. What time is my morning stream? My schedule is in the stream description, my friend. You should read it and translate it. I don't disagree, Haza, but we all know that you're a Freyna simp. So, unfortunately, everything that you say, Haza, just sounds to me like simping. I'm just hearing the Freyna simping 300%. Oops, forgot to even start things. I'm sure you've taken a good long look at everything. Okay. I have very little doubt in my mind, brother. There we go. There we go. Sandflies and don't do it.
No chance.
Hey, Foxy. How you doing, you nerd? Don't know if you've seen the latest on Twitter, Foxy, but they are hardcore thirst trapping with Freyna. You know, I think our bunny, I think poor bunny, you know, she might lose that poster girl status. They're pushing that Freyna stuff hard, you know? First thing I open up Twitter, I see that shenanigans. I'm like, damn, okay. And I knew in my heart of hearts that the thirst trap would work for Freyna, and it would work on Haza for sure. Yeah. I've only checked Glaze so far, but it's Bunny Road, so although there's only one dimension one, I will take it. If I can get a Glay one, I do not mind. I legit do not mind. Well, unfortunately, that is sad, DJ, that people would still cheat. 12:30 p.m. Australia time, the one. So, I don't know what time it'll be for you, but if you convert Australia time, you'll know. Oh, nice. That's pretty good, Crack. Might have to give that a go, too. But I tell you, now that I know Bunny Road's a thing, I'm not stopping. Been a while since I've gone dummy wild on Bunny Road. Yeah. It's dimension non-attribute. So I need that because, I mean, we can put a mounting on it later on. I just need one for Glaze Massacre build because I haven't played her Massacre build in so long. And I need one. I need one with attack on Colossus, and if I can, either dimension or non-attribute or even skill duration, I'll take that. Open-minded, man.
My shield.
Hey, Colin. But somehow it feels like, I don't know if it's my build that's killing everything, but it almost feels like there's less spawns sometimes. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Out of my way. Oh.
Yeah, but build's too efficient. I think it only seems that way, friend, because I think the build's just too efficient. Hey CG, good to see you. Yosef, what's up? Now come on, one good reactor. Nope, not even one. Emotional damage. Triple emotional damage, not just one, not two. Triple emotional damage right now. Oops. Anything good so far? I really shouldn't check so frequently, but damn it. It's the bunny road. Finally. Good. I think you mean he didn't insta-kill. He should still enrage, but he won't insta-kill. Incorrect terminology, my friend. Because he will always go into frenzy. It's impossible to stop him from going into frenzy. There we go. Now that I look forward to seeing. Well done. Good, good. I'm very happy to hear that. It just feels so good doing this farm, like genuinely. I am home. I am home. Saw the gold rolls and I hoped, but no, it was a lie. A reactor of lies and deceit. Insta-sad. But I'm a determined man, if nothing else. Now, give me a minute. It does, but I find you run out of MP quite a bit, so I use MP collector instead. Hello, Milloud. How's it going? Now, if you weren't concerned about MP at all, or if you modified the build so that, let's say, it doesn't really rely on MP or anything like that, absolutely you could use Dangerous Ambush instead. And it would get the desired result. Why is my character being like this? I just love seeing those gold reactor drops. Feels so good. Normally I would go out the back way, but this worked well. Renner.
Out of my way!
You never cease to troll me, do you, brother? Last day of Darktide tomorrow. You coming? Oh my god, nice track. Wait, he doesn't use crits though. Oh, skill versus Colossi in Dimension. Oh, that's nice, bro. Damn. You lucky, brother. I am stuck. But I'll get mine eventually. Renna. By the way, guys, I really want to inform you of this. In a few days, I'll be doing a collaboration with a clothing brand, and they are paying. So we've negotiated. A deal is ongoing. So if any of you guys like Hawaiian shirts, Aloha gear, I have my own unique code that'll give you a discount, and I do get a commission. So we were hammered out all the details. They've shipped the product to me to try out, and y'all can expect to see that on my channel in a few days time. So it's happening. My first clothing deal. It's not bad. You know, I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't even expecting pay, to be honest. But okay. And hey, if they're willing to give like a 10% discount to my viewers, I don't mind. Now, don't feel obligated to purchase unless you enjoy Hawaiian style gear. But these guys are really upstanding, and they actually do the whole like, a lot of companies say they're eco-friendly, but these guys actually live that lifestyle. So I respect them a lot. Yep. It's nice. Oh, and the best part is that worldwide shipping, as far as I know, is free, according to them, and the packaging is really nice too. They've got some really good packaging. The products will come in good quality, and the material is very nice. Like I said, I'm gonna try them out soon, review them myself. So, business Hawaiian. I don't think there's any business Hawaiian, but you can check it out. I know they have dozens of styles for men, women, kids, whatever. So yeah, it's all looking good. Everything's coming up Millhouse, that's for sure. I also almost had a microphone deal, but unfortunately, I'm not in Singapore at the moment, so that was a bit of a shame. I hope they'll still be willing to work with me in future, but they were phoning up looking for a Singaporean streamer. I said, I'm Singaporean, but I'm not in Singapore at the moment, so bit of heartache, I gotta tell you that. Bit of heartache. Because it's a really good mic too, and I really wanted to do the deal with them. But yeah, that was a rough one. But I'm okay. Something else will come along. I'm sure somebody will pay attention to the robot soon. Meridor, Teridor, ding-a-ding, dillo. Sandflies on the grass, bees on willow. No, I don't, Saulo. What company is that, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know all the Singaporean companies, but if you say the name, I might know. If it's okay for you to disclose. If it's not okay for you to disclose, then don't feel obligated to do so. No, I haven't actually. TDCX. What kind of products do they deal in? It's going good. Bunny Road is Glay this week. If you're interested in a massacre build, I'm gonna be here all night if I have to. Alright, Bunny Road is Glay this week. Don't miss out. Don't be missing out. Once they allow you to change the mounting, you know, it's gonna be good. Fair enough. That's very interesting indeed, Salo. I was hoping it was like a physical product and Salo can get me a deal, you know what I'm saying? But no, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. Well, I can't give up this business. You meet so many interesting people along the way. And Track already got his reactor though. I'm so jealous. He got a perfect one. Skill plus dimension. Oh my god. Skill attack versus Colossus, I mean. Whew. Let me double check for you, Jonathan. Excuse me. For Haley. Yes. Command relay. It also gives you materials that you will need for your energy activator. Command relay in the Frozen Valley and Fortress. Haley reactor there. Track mentioned it earlier. The other one for Freyna. This one. Cave Rally Point in White Knight Gulch. Moon Grave Basin. Yes. Yes. Distract the Vulgus to help Eugen. This one. Cave Rally Point. It should give you some good results. No, you don't need to worry about the type of rounds anymore, my friend. Just go for the skill type. Non-attribute dimension. Bunny Road. Right here. Don't worry about the weapon mounting. If you have kept up with my videos, right? Did you see the video where I covered Dev Note 14? If you haven't, watch that video. Know about the update tomorrow. Well, on Thursday, sorry. Because it's crucial. Reactors are going to change. And hopefully it'll be a very positive change. So, prepare accordingly. That's why everyone's going crazy preparing. Because we're trying for that perfection. The type of rounds, don't worry too much about that. Well, I'm expecting positive things, so either way, I'm the official creator, so what I say goes. Nah, I'm just kidding. The thing is, we don't know what the change will be, but I do expect it to be positive, so I'd say don't sweat it too much, you know. Farm in preparation, and have a good time. Because you might be 3-4 weeks waiting for a general round dimension reactor. Nope. Wait. Ah, I messed up. Hate when that happens. It fooled me. I gotta remember my sequences. Can't be getting fooled like that twice. By the way, guys, don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Hey there, Maguido. How's it going? And for those of you that have not yet registered me as your creator, please make sure you do so. Foxy, please enjoy your training. Excuse the coughing. Today's a merry cough. Skill cooldown, skill cost. Loving it. But why they gotta be like this? Anyway, I'll give this the spade symbol. Hey Alpha Dad, how's it going?
Shield.
Glaze Reactor. Tuesday is when the reactors reset. So every Tuesday, I like to check if there's any good reactors. And this week, I might be able to get one for Glay. Because it's in the Bunny Road. So, that's a pretty good thing. Sounds good, Alpha Dad. Hello, Chinbei. How's it hanging?
Why, you little...
For Glay, I'm looking for skill attack versus Colossus, and either non-attribute and or dimension, or skill duration. But all must be gold rolls, especially if it's skill duration. That one's a difficult one. That one is a difficult one. I just realized skill cooldown and cost is not helpful. Well then, why did you do that? Well, lots of people seem to be in the Freyna waiting room, but me, I've got tons to do. There's still so much left to do and to experiment with. I just don't have the catalyst. Very good, Avril Kadabra. Well done. I'm going to enjoy my Glay Reactor Farm this week. It's going to be good. Nice fast mission runs. This is the life. Ah, yes. We always gotta love the Halloween vibe. I'm looking forward to it, personally. My range is so long that those guys are getting shocked from like another tunnel. Let it go, let it go. Sandflies on the grass. It's all good. Sometimes you don't have to aim for 4 goals. I take a purple on my last roll. Especially if it's just the last roll, you know? Sometimes you aim too high, you just stress yourself out. I aim for just good enough. Well, thank you, CD. I hope you keep enjoying me for many months to come. And of course, I always pop up in the recommended. You've got to roll with the best, my friend. So enjoy yourself here.
New subscriber detected.
My shields.
The new subscriber's name, Viggy182. Sounds like they're a Blink 182 fan. Also, I'm testing out a new position for chat. Seems to be in an okay position so far. Maybe I'll shift it over to the other side. Might be a little better. I feel like it might be. Because previously on some areas it was blocking stuff, but I guess when I'm doing missions it doesn't. Interesting. Yeah, you know what? Give me a sec. I gotta change this now. I gotta switch it around until I'm satisfied. Oh, good job. I've never bothered about titles. Once I got the interfering one, I was satisfied. Now, let's see how the chat works out in a different spot. These rude fellows. Yeah. Okay, now. Okay, let me just type that so I can see where it will end up looking. Ah, okay. So what I'll do is I'll slightly change the opacity just a little bit like that. Still a bit high. Okay, that makes it lighter, and then everything else will be just about right. Okay, good. Saved, close, close. There. You know, I saw Track's old message. I always keep forgetting to go over that grill. He is right. I always need to go over this grill. Not quite sure why I don't remember to do that, but at least now I will. Okay, that one's a bit tough to test, but what I will say is that for that particular one, here's all you need to know. All right, so it's not that I don't want to do the testing. It's just that it is hours long to do the proof, and it's really not a wise decision. So here's what we know. Roughly about 16,000 defense is all you're going to need. Why? That equates to about roughly 30% damage reduction. 8,000 is 20%, and 4,000 should be 10%, roughly. Okay? So that's what we do. That's what we know. You can do the testing yourself if you really want to, but chances are that you won't get results that are too far different from what I already have. And basically, like I said, all you realistically need is just that much. All you realistically need is just 16,000. That's good enough. Anything further is usually a little bit of a waste. Just a little bit. But of course, the decision ultimately is yours. You know, what you choose to do. But yeah, for us, on most characters, 16,000 is what we aim for. For the 400% infiltrations, are you talking about? Then yes, Ring Bunny is supposedly going to be very good. That's why I dusted off my old Ring Bunny build, and I've got the perfect reason to practice it now. Yeah, but even if you have double the defense, it's not going to give you double the reduction. See, the diminishing returns kick in such a way, and I believe another creator did actually go through it. What was his name? Never mind, I shouldn't name another creator anyway, but basically, the jump, if you notice the pattern, right? 4,000, 8,000, 16,000, you're basically having to double it each time you want more reduction. So for the next 10% reduction, you're going to have to double it again. So if you hit 32k, that's about 40% reduction, right? So that's why most people, initially when we did our testing, we stopped at 24,000. But then we realized that going down to 16,000 is still more than enough. And it's doable with just one defense mod that can also increase your power. So that's why everyone goes for 16,000, because it's so easily achieved. But basically, having to double your defense each time you want another 10% reduction is just not worth it. So nobody usually goes to 30k. It's possible to do so, but you're usually sacrificing something else. Could be utility, could be damage, could be a whole bunch of stuff. My Ring Bunny build is already up on my channel. If you'd like, you can check out the YouTube short that goes through it as well. Why don't you have a look on my channel, Viggy? All the knowledge you need is here. All the build videos you need are here. So do look for it. How you doing, rats? What do you mean, is it real, Pepe said? Have you not seen my update video? If you haven't watched my video on DevNote 14, please go and watch my video on DevNote 14. That way, you don't have to worry about what's real, what's not. If I make a video on the update, then you know exactly what's coming. So from now on, please make sure you watch my update videos if you want to know what's coming and if you want to know what's going to happen. Thank you. I've noticed a lot of people come to my streams but don't watch the update videos, don't watch a lot of this and that. You should. You want the knowledge, you want the news, you want the updates. Watch the stuff. I'd recommend just following my build, CD, especially if you want the best gunplay build. But, of course, you're welcome to do your own experiments. Just that if you want to reach the optimal efficiency, you can use mine as a template. Because that is literally as efficient as it gets. You can't go any more efficient than that. Any other changes would require a sacrifice. Doing well, Real O'Neill. What a lovely name. I hope you're keeping it real, Mr. O'Neill. How's it hanging? I'm doing alright. Just enjoying the Glay Reactor Farm this week. Trying to see if anything good will turn up on my doorstep. But so far, no. Nothing good yet. I'm waiting to hear about it, Chinbei. Still haven't heard back from the guy. You know? I'm waiting. Enjoying this hurricane weather. Stay safe, brother. I hope you'll not be in any danger. You sound like you want me to suffer, Willow. Tell you what, if you want me to suffer, I will suffer anytime. Just pay me, okay? Y'all send a big fat super chat and no problem. I will go suffer right now for you. For your sake, I will do anything that I'm paid to do, of course. CG, you are one crazy fella. When I'm bored, I just play a different video game, my friend. I don't torture myself. Now listen, if you guys want to see me suffer with randoms, maybe another day when I'm testing a build, you know, maybe another day, but not today. It is not this day. I see. So CD's build, he says it's an all-rounder build. You know what I hear, my friend? Inefficiency. Weakness. I hear... suffering. I'm just kidding. I think my own gunglay is actually close to 28,000. Should be, in terms of defense. I didn't hit 30,000, but pretty close. Yeah, I mean, realistically, you're not going to get much more reduction past that 32k mark because of the severe diminishing returns. To get the next 10%, you have to go all the way up to 64k, so it's definitely a rough one. Oh, I hope you have a good lunch, the one. Nothing wrong with McDonald's. You'd always make yourself happy with a meal. Hello, Sci-Foodin. High voltage is only useful when the enemy density is low. Here, the enemy density is high. So, high voltage has little value. You guys have to remember one thing. Each and every technique has a purpose, right? So high voltage is useful when there's a small number of targets that you need to kill very quickly, right? This one, when there's a high volume of targets, for example, when the 400% infiltrations come in, same thing. High volume of targets, you have to use the ring, because the ring has no limit. It's only limited by its range, which is what makes it so strong. So always use the appropriate tool for the job at hand. I always get tons of code breakers here, but I always keep consumable drop rates on whenever I'm farming. Doesn't even matter if I'm farming for consumables, I will just have them on. Seems to work out well in my favor. Usually anyway. There we are. Now a big thank you to everybody who's been liking the stream. Just know that I appreciate it. And of course, for those that enjoy the content, you know what I'm gonna say. If you haven't already registered me, please do. all these reactors, and not a single one, has been useful. I will temporarily leave this one though, because the skill critical hit damage could be useful. Not at all. Depends on what you're looking for. I would recommend taking a look, if you haven't already, at my build videos. Because, look, even if you don't want to copy the build exactly, what I would recommend is taking a look at them so that you can learn which reactors go on what builds, what external components I use, things like that. All of this is covered in the build videos. And you'll have different requirements for different builds, because it depends on what you want the build to achieve. There's no one size fits all. No worries. I always have confidence in my builds, so I know that they will work well. If you need to modify them for yourself and do whatever you want, then, you know, that's up to each individual. But I always build for maximum efficiency. So if it helps, then good. I stream every day, Milloud. There's not a single day that I do not stream. And if I'm not streaming, I'll usually tell you guys in advance. But otherwise, I will always be streaming. I mean, this is literally my job, so I better do my job every day, right? Got bills to pay otherwise. Skill attack versus Colossus and skill cooldown. Not quite there, and only a purple skill attack versus Colossus. I might have considered it if it was gold. Might have. Nhầm nhầm nhầm. No, that was supposed to be for this morning. But, unfortunately, we all know that my stream got cut short last night, so I cancelled it. And technically it wasn't a day off. I was actually going to go and study some stuff, but you know what? Every dark cloud has a silver lining. So, although I didn't get to learn what I was supposed to learn, I think I gained something else instead. So, it's all good for me. No problem, Kizza. My builds work because I test them live before even giving it to you. And now you know who to trust when it comes to the best. Congratulations on defeating Gluttony. Now, we are talking. This one, acceptable. Still not perfect, but gold attack versus Colossus, I can accept that. And a purple skill cooldown, semi-acceptable. Good, Kizza. That's always pleasant to hear. Let me head back to town, though. I need to get rid of modules. So, let's go do that. Just answering a comment because this person seemed confused. Good. Well, Kizza, if you're gonna buy her, just make sure that you've registered as my supporter, yeah? Please do me that one favor. I'd be very grateful. The more supporters I have, especially those that are gonna buy stuff, the more I can do for you guys as well. So if you're gonna buy her outright, make sure you're registered as my supporter, okay? I'm counting on you.
Modules were the same, I'd be out of a job. Right?
That's what I like to hear. Alright, see you later, my loud. Wow, this is a lot of fire enhancement. Okay. Well then. That's what I get for running the bunny road continuously. Clean up an aisle module. And before anybody asks, I'm not going to use the shift delete button. Okay? No shift delete button. No. No shift delete. See all those lovely red mods? I'm saving them. As soon as the new modules come out tomorrow, combine. I might get lucky without having to farm them. Spirito, I'm very sorry, but this is an English-speaking stream. I am an English content creator. So under regulations, I have to tell you that we are only allowed to speak English here. Okay? If you are seeking other languages, might I suggest that you find a Hungarian content creator? Okay? Unfortunately, again, we are an international community, so I can only allow people to speak English here. My apologies for this, but this is the standard. All right? So if you come to an international content creator, you must speak English. Thank you for understanding. Because I like to do it manually. And I will never shift delete, ever. I will do it manually every single time. Until the very stars themselves burn out. And come on, Rena, be nice to people. Alright. I know your style is spicy, but come on, there's no need to be outright rude. The guy doesn't speak English, it's okay. He's asking an innocent question. If they're not asking an innocent question, then sure. Let's save the rudeness for people like, you know, the folks from the game that shall not be named. We shouldn't be rude to just people who may not speak our language. And why am I looking at voidness at bosses? Sorry. But we shouldn't be rude to those kinds of people. They're just seeking help. And they might not be able to find help. So that's why they come here. So let's be nice to them, shall we? What's the best weapon XP farm currently? Eric, there's only one weapon XP farm and everybody knows it. Sterile lands, block kyber mining. I covered it in my video about farming weapon proficiency. Nobody even goes to Bunny Cave anymore, so that's the only place left. Now, there will be some new farms in future. We will test them. Although it is not today. But we will test them. We have a lot of streams of work to do. It's only block kyber mining in sterile lands. Fragments are actually really bad. So I would not recommend them at all. It's genuinely best at block kyber mining. Now why? It's because you have to understand the principle behind it. For weapon proficiency, the enemy's level doesn't matter. It just matters how many kills you get. Yep. Listen, wait till the next update then, Eric. Come back in 3 weeks. And you'll have some new farms to play around with. But that's how it is. If you're already burnt out, then... why haven't you taken 10 years worth of breaks? Well, Kindersand, if you're late to the stream and you don't know which are the best reactors this week, the answer is I'm never going to tell you. You must be early to the stream and watch the first 10 minutes if you want an answer. So suffer. That's what you get for being late. Now what's your excuse? If you have a good enough excuse that can convince me, maybe I'll give you some information. Maybe. I'll think about it. Come on, Luciano. Is this the first day? Is this your first day at my stream? You should already know that I'll be farming her as soon as she drops. Grinding for a character is not a sufficient excuse for not attending the stream immediately. You can grind while attending. This will go on your permanent record, Mr. Potter. But anyway, if you want to know, I've only tested the Glay farm, but I'm basically running around on the Bunny Road, which is Glay's reactor for this week. The mounting is special rounds, but doesn't really matter. Either way, you can still get god rolls on her reactor and hopefully put a different mounting on later. See you later, Kizza. Have a good day at work. So I'm waiting now. See whether I can get something perfected. If I can get something good for Glay, I might be able to finally work on her Massacre build without feeling embarrassed by all the other damage dealers out there. Darn. Darn! Yes, we are, of course, Haza. Well, my first priority is to farm Ultimate Freyna, and once we've constructed her and start working on her, absolutely, you know, after we finish her, then we take on the new boss together, I think, if you don't mind waiting. Of course, I'm excited for the Colossus fight, but I think Ultimate Freyna is going to take priority. I want to have her ready and done. Then, we shall go spice things up. And we'll go fight the Deathstalker together, my friend. I'm looking forward to it. Are you using DLSS or FSR? Because if you're not using FSR, switch to FSR. I have no stutters when I switch to FSR. I'm running this on high graphical settings overall, and FSR basically saves me. Although I have to say, I am going to try changing one thing. Because that one bothers me a lot. Reflections are okay, textures are okay. Yeah, I knew global lighting would not make much of an impact. Good. Yep, give me 1 second. I will show you my settings right after this. Because like I said, for me, I have certain settings that I like to use, and so far all of this has worked out really well for me. Okay, so for me, I think I'll maybe try medium. Basically, I switched the performance to AMD, which is AMD FSR. Then I set it to quality, and this basically solved all of my problems. It should be fine. I mean, if it's not an allowed option, then the game will tell you. But so far, this worked really well for me, and most of my stutters have been reduced completely, so... Let's try Ultra. Post-processing should be okay on medium. I want to try this. Because the lighting is very important, but post-processing... Yeah, I think this is giving me a nice balance of what I want. Because I want the lighting on the characters to look realistic, but post-processing may not be as necessary. So if I want Ultra on one end, I'm gonna have to sacrifice a bit more on others, right? Hey, listen. If Saulo says he has that, then that's good. It just means that I know who to expect good super chats from, eh? I'm glad you're excited, Eric, but you know, calm down, man. Calm down. We got a clean stream here, alright? I noticed no difference between medium and high, so I'll set that to medium. Just so that I can... Textures probably do not need to change. Vegetation can go down to medium. And my shaders at ultra. Let's try this. Haha! Somehow the shaders seem the same. I'll drop that back down to high. Vegetation I can leave there. Reflections are a bit clearer on high. Shadows we can go down to medium. Textures, let's put them at high and see what happens. Oh, it's down there. I thought I missed one for a second. Okay, much better. I'm liking it. Looks good to me. Hello, Tariq. Yep, loving it. Okay. This is most definitely the ideal. Nice. I'm satisfied. The real test, though, will be in some void intercept battles with people. So, let's say we go do a little testing, shall we, friends? Let's go test our new graphical settings. We'll take a break from this farm. Zip zap zoom. We head back and let's go annihilate some things with Haley. Let's switch your outfit over as well. Excuse me. Okay. Clear that.
Have you completed preparations?
What a lovely warm evening sun. Public, of course. Let's do this. Damn, the one time I actually want to test with human beings, the game's not giving me humans. What is this? What is this sick power play? Okay, let's go. Let's go see whether we experience any stutters. If we don't experience any stutters, then life is good. Temporary? That sounds very strange. I can't do DLA. DLA, that one will really have problems. Quality is the best I can go for. I have noticed that. I don't use frame generation. So far no stutters, that's pretty good. I can dig that. No stutters, I like it. But okay, just for the sake of experimenting, right? Native AA. Let's go. If I go native AA, this is like literally a death sentence. I usually always go for borderless window. Borderless window usually works best for me. Okay. Let's see how bad the stutters will be. If any at all.
Objective confirmed.
I don't post my specs, friend, because I am not a tech channel. So for me to do that is usually not a good idea. So I apologize, but I never share my specs. The only thing I'll ever tell you is that I've got 32 GB RAM, RTX 3080. Beyond that, I apologize. But I'll be keeping it to myself. I don't know, DLA is actually... native AA is not bad. I gotta say, it's doing decently. That's Crimson Dread, eh? I take it green is Nvidia, so I guess that makes me green too. Actually, I should probably check. Oh, my GPU is actually at doing okay, surprisingly. All right. This is with ultra textures, but no real stutters. Okay. Slight frame drops, slight, but nothing so serious that I'd be worried about it. Actually feels quite smooth. Guys, how's the stream look on your end? Okay for you guys?
Perfect target.
This Crimson Dread doesn't attend my streams 24 hours per day. Shameful. No noticeable difference on stream. As long as you guys are not suffering any stutters on stream, I'm okay. Because the only thing I really care about is stream quality. And Tariq, Haley drops are random, dude. Unless you go to the specific infiltration. But invasions are always just random. You'll get 5 pieces, you just don't know which 5.
Stay calm. Over limit.
Let Hazza stay on red if he wants to. It's okay. A man's choice cannot be forced. Crimson Dread, you are weak. Imagine not attending my streams 24/7. This is a disappointment. And the fact that you don't know I stream every day, doubly disappointing. Everybody shame this man. Shame him. Shame him for his sins. That's how it is, Tariq. So if you want to get specific pieces for Haley, go to my video about Haley's drop rate and then just check where the specific pieces drop, and you should be good to go. You should be able to find exactly what you need. There was a stream yesterday. It's just that my internet died. My ISP, like, it was down for the whole of Perth, which was pretty crazy, I gotta admit that. Give me 1 second, guys. You will not hear the audio for a minute. Okay, audio should be back now. No, that's not how it works, Tariq. If it was, I would have told you.
Over limit freeze. Objective confirmed.
What the? Oh, that's an oddity.
Shield at 0%.
Unfortunately, there's a slight stutter there. That was not very good. I guess if I engage in more serious combat, there will be some stutters. It's very smooth outside of that, but I did see that. I have to go back to just quality. I won't abide even the smallest stutter. It did look very good for a little while though. I'm pretty sure that that was exactly what he was going for, CG, and so was I. Mentally speaking, I was thinking of that. Like I said, guys, that is exactly what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the bell. Shame. 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 Lol, Alpha Dad. That's pretty normal. Par for the course. Or you know what? No. I'm gonna keep it as native AA. If the stutters get bad, then I'll change it down. But for now, I'm gonna keep that. I just can't.
Smell of fresh rounds.
Setting a date.
Good. See you later, Alpha Dad. I think it's time to block Crimson Dread. I'm glad you all are excited to spend money. Biesa, no thank you. She is not good. When I eventually decide that she is buffed enough to play, then I might play her. But right now, just not good enough for me. I hope they will buff her. She's just so weak. I don't farm her at all. I have never once farmed her. I just left. I think I've got 500-600 Amorphous. I just leave it there. To be perfectly honest, I don't farm her at all, and I have never farmed her. I don't find it worthwhile, you know? I don't think we really need elemental guns. The biggest problem with elements, on guns at least, is that they don't benefit from weak point. Yeah, I know. You can do 3 seconds if you want. I just don't want to bother. Because there's still loading time, so it ends up being close to 1 minute. So the more I looked at it, the more I was like, unless I'm desperate for Catalyst, I'm not even gonna go there. Annihilation set's very good as well. It depends on your character. It depends on the character you're playing, all that kind of stuff. So if you have only seen, for example, if you've only looked at the Slayer set, then that means you've only played skill-based characters, Jonathan. You'll need to broaden out of just Lepic, my friend. The more characters you play with, the more you realize that some characters will use different sets like Annihilation, this, that, the other, etc., etc., so on and so forth. It all comes down, it all basically boils down to that. Like in my case, I'm using the Slayer set, yes, but there's a reason for it. Haley is all about skill damage. Really? Wow, okay. This one's rather painful. Annihilation's easy to farm because it's Devourer. If it was anyone else, I would panic, but it's just Devourer, so it's okay. Oh, darn. There we go. This was a weird one. 2 Haleys and a Glay, and Pyro kept phasing. Especially from the outset. Don't know if they were AFK or something, but... well, let it be a lesson to everybody. Don't follow the wrong teachers. That was a little better.
Over limit freeze.
Nice, Damien. It's always nice when you get something you need or that you were looking for. I felt the same way when I first got in the game. Back then, blood and iron was useful. Oh, I'm out of tea. Darn. Back then, blood and iron was the mod for Glay. So, what happened is that a lot of people were looking for it, and I happened to get it by combining, which was quite funny. Then the massive sanctification was improved and became a lot better, so...
Setting objective.
Well, listen, Tariq. A lot of people are actually really bad with sniping. Funnily enough. Many people are absolutely terrible with the snipes. So, I see it all the time. So, genuinely, don't feel bad. Because I've seen it. I've seen it day in, day out. There are so many people that are just incapable of sniping at all.
You're going to feel a little chilly. Selecting objective.
Ah. Really?
shield. Shield at 0%. Target confirmed. Ready. Recharging shield.
Sounds like weakness, Tariq. That's a lot of weakness. You must purge the weakness from your soul. Or else we shall have to shame you. I'm sure you don't want to be shamed. Not really, Deaky. I have two separate streams, they are two separate shows. And I recall you said something that you shouldn't say this on the morning show, so I hope you'll behave this time, alright?
Objective confirmed.
This guy phases it every single time.
Need to recharge my shield.
Okay.
Shield at 0%. Finish the job no matter what.
Nope, darn. I hope that they can finish it. What is this? Okay. The Valby at least got me up. Alright. The Glaze not using the Executor correctly because the damage was way too low. I hope they're not one of those that just saw my stream and start copying straight away. That's usually not a good idea. Alright, at least we broke it. Of course, Farouk. You know I'm the best. I hope so, Deaky. Just take note that YouTube takes those kinds of things very seriously, so I will take immediate action. As long as it's a joke and you don't make the joke again, you're all good. But yes, please do be careful because YouTube takes those kinds of things very seriously. I will give you the benefit of the doubt for now. Oh, it's Crimson Dread again. But a different Lepic this time.
You're next.
What's the best reactor for Haley? Please check my video. If you haven't seen my video, I explain the roles, the reactor, all that kind of stuff. I would highly recommend watching the build video.
You're going to feel
The build videos are where you get the information not only on the reactor, but the external components as well. Especially if you want to learn, that's the place to go. Good. I don't exactly understand how or why the other Lepic was always able to phase thing, but at least this one did it correctly, somewhat. And if you haven't seen my videos yet, my playlist is there. You can check out all of my videos in the playlist, including the weapon builds for like piercing light, all the kind of stuff that you're gonna need in order to make your Haley do what I do. Please be aware there's also 2 different reactors. One for the gun build, one for the sniper build. You have to know which one you're building. Well, they did nerf Pyro a lot, Tariq, so I would be worried if any of you who follow the robot have trouble with any of these characters.
Initiate enhancement.
A bunny. Interesting. Well, if they're good, it's not a problem. Okay. Oh. Damn it, he's hitting me. Okay. Kneel. 2, 3. And last. Swanky danky. That was a very rare situation where he actually turned and targeted me. Hello, Richie Rich. Oh, I'm gonna go back to reactor farming soon. Nothing else is up. I'm just experimenting around. Because I was playing around with my graphical settings. And I was like, let's go test some stuff. Wow. This is actually a pretty decent one, but module drop rate, I don't really need that, so. Already have the best one here. But yeah, no, I'm just testing some stuff. You know, making sure that everything is absolutely perfect. Now that I've had my fun, I think I'll kill Pyro one more time and then I'll head back to the field to go reactor farming again. But yeah, that's all I've been basically doing. Been going full on smackadackadoo and murdering the stuffing out of most things. Alright, now back to the slaying. One last time, yeah?
We're going to feel a little chilly.
2, 1, and scan and fire. Good kneel. Nice. My honest answer to that, Saulo, is that Fortress Outskirts is less boring. So the main reason why I personally use Fortress Outskirts is because Fortress Outskirts is just
way more fun to do. Like, I find it more engaging mentally. Don't get me wrong, because I do like some of the other areas, but when I want to farm brains, I just go directly to Fortress Outskirts and I just have fun running around and zapping. Pretty much, yeah. Give me 1 second to double check something.
Are you? Target confirmed.
Very. I'm always excited. How much is my piercing light? Sorry, I gotta double check this. How much is my piercing light's base? Ah, yes, it's 193. Okay, sorry, I was just replying to a guy who was nice enough to change his comment based on the fact that I do not usually comment on other creators' works, so he was just asking my opinion, and I was like, okay. And since he was polite enough to remove the reference to another creator, I said, okay. So I was just giving him the information that I had. Elisette, nobody farms analyzers. And I'll tell you why. Did you watch the video on the code breakers, or did you just look at the name and not watch the video? I just want your honest answer on that, because if you give me an honest answer, I will know how much you actually know. So, did you watch the video, or did you just check the title? I don't look that different. It's still my face, man. I see. That's why you don't understand, you see? If you had watched the video, you would have heard the explanation. I'll give you a quick explanation right now, but I want you to promise me that you will watch the video instead of checking titles from now on. And in future, don't just check the titles. If you want real information, watch my videos, okay? Especially if you want proper information about this game. Here is my entire playlist of videos. Go check them out. Now, I'll give you the answer really quickly. Code analyzers are necessary because code analyzers are only for normal mode. That's why everybody farms code breakers, which are for hard mode. So code breakers are just the hard mode version of analyzers. Nobody uses analyzers because you don't ever go back to normal mode. Once you are finished with normal mode and you've entered hard mode, you don't need to farm analyzers. Farming code breakers and analyzers is exactly the same. It's farmed in the exact same location, just so you know. All right? But nobody ever farms analyzers because you just want to get breakers as soon as you can. And then once you're in hard mode, some people just use up their analyzers and that's about it. Nobody ever goes back to normal mode most of the time. Okay? So please, in future, just watch the videos. Look, I'll be real with you. I know everybody thinks, oh, I don't have time. What if the video is worthless or things like that? If you don't know whether or not the video will be useful, then just watch the videos on this channel. If you find after 3 days of watching my videos that my videos don't help you at all, then you can literally unsubscribe from my channel. I will be totally okay with that. I'm very confident in this because, look, I understand for the viewers how difficult it is to find time to sit down and watch the videos. I completely get it. But you will learn a lot if you do. And I promise you that. That is my promise to you, so... Please do watch the video, and I hope this has assisted in your understanding. No. How the vaults work is that hard mode vaults always use breakers. Normal mode vaults always use analyzers. So you just need to know whether or not you're in hard mode or normal mode. That's all. Here, I can show you. I have time, so I can show you one. Let me switch to Enzo. You're welcome. And look, I'm not saying this aimed at you, Elisette, but there are so many people who never watch the videos. They just read titles or look at thumbnails and comment. Don't be one of those people because... And this goes for everybody in chat. Always watch the content. Because I can tell you, if you find a good creator that you can trust and you don't mind listening to them, then believe me, you will learn so much more by actually watching their content. Because I'm not one of those clickbaiters, so believe me, you'll actually learn. Alright, let me just go say Agna Desert as an example. That is true. I timestamp all of my videos. Well, most of my videos, actually. Some I don't timestamp because there's no need, but for most of them I do timestamp. Okay, so here I am, right? What I'll do is first I gotta find a vault. Let's see if there's one around here. If there isn't one, then we'll have to go elsewhere. Excuse me. God, I can't wait for this silly cold weather to be over with. I hate it so much. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Okay. This is very rare. There's usually at least one code breaker somewhere around here. 2 dud maps in a row. Good thing I know all the spots. Aha! Okay, so there's one below us. Now, any vault that you see in hard mode, it'll say use code breaker, use ultra precision code breaker, use precision code breaker. As long as you are in hard mode, you'll always get the text code breaker. Now, what happens if I switch over to, say, normal mode, right? And let's go into normal mode for a second. I'm not gonna open that vault. I mean, I could have, but it's no point. So I'm just gonna show another example. If I were to go into normal mode, and I would look around, you see that whatever I get, it'll just look for an analyzer. Okay. Aha, there's one here. There. Use precision code analyzer. So, this is the difference. That's it. Analyzers, normal mode. Breakers, hard mode. Never changes. As long as the map that you're on is hard mode, you will need a breaker. If the map that you're on is normal mode, you'll need an analyzer. That's basically it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna switch it back to hard mode before I go back to Albion, because otherwise that's just embarrassing. Imagine seeing me in normal mode. Frightening, I tell you, ladies and gents. Frightening. Okay, now we're in hard mode. Now I can go back to Albion in peace. Swap back to Bunny, and it's back to Reactor Farming. No problem, Melisette. I'm an official creator for this game, so obviously my job is to help you guys. And I am currently one of the best, so you can always trust my information. No matter what game I cover, if you want to avoid clickbait, this is the channel for you. If I happen to cover the game, then you're in good hands. And like I said, I am so confident in my work. Some people mistake it for arrogance, but I'll just tell you straight up, I'm just very confident in my work. If after watching me for 3 days, you find that even a single one of my videos is clickbait or useless or whatever, you can take it, you can take my channel, throw it in the bin, and never watch me again. And I would not mind. Because that's my guarantee to you guys. That's how confident I am in my work. Up to you, Never Famous. You do what you want, man. It's your catalyst. Unless you're saying that I am somehow the keeper of your soul, friend. I don't believe I have that power over you. At least. Not that I would know, yeah? Hey dong, merry dong, ring-a-ding-diddle. Sand flies in the grass, bees round the willow. Do I think it's worth it? Up to you, man. How often do you use the Peacemaker? If it's the weapon that you carry around all the time, then do it. Or, if it's a weapon that you need for a specific purpose, do it. But if it's not, if you don't use it that often, don't bother. Like me, I haven't really played like a lot of Valby or whatever, so I I haven't felt the need to invest. But should my fortunes change, and should I actually need Valby's power, then absolutely I will, you know? That's just how it goes. Now, this is always slower than the ring build, and I keep forgetting. Where enemy density is high, use the ring build. I'm sure it will, Elisette. Just make sure that you do me one favor. Before you hurt your wallet, would you kindly register me as your content creator? I'm trying to gather support, especially from those who spend on this game, and I'd be very grateful. It's free to register, and there's no cost to you. The more supporters I have, the more I get paid by Nexon, so I would be very, very grateful. All you have to do is hit that link and you're good to go. Thank you in advance if you decide to do that. Sandflies on the grass, the river. Thank you if you decide to register. The more supporters I have, the more I can do for the people. So, I'm very grateful. Oh. No bad rolls. And this one also, critical hit rate. Skill attack Colossus is nice, but critical hit rate for real? Pain. P-E-I-N. Pain. I should hope so, Damien. But I hope they'll all register me as their creator before they do that. I'd be very grateful. I want to see all the Freynas in fishnets. So long as I'm their creator. You know? Boop-a-doop-a-doo. This one's a bit of a shame. I'm sure it'd be a glorious morning for many. Because no matter what, unfortunately, no matter how they slice it, the thirst, ladies and gents, the thirst, we all know is real. Thus far, DJ Sammy, all garbage. I did find one that could sort of work, but it wasn't perfect. A perfect one still eludes me. But then again, I did kind of take a break to go kill Pyromaniac for like almost an hour, so I wasn't quite so dedicated to farming. But I like to refresh myself like that, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. Once I refresh myself, then off I go. But I'm sure something good will come along. I'm very, very sure of it. I just need to be patient. Yeah, I moved the chat up there. I want to see how it'll feel. Because I prefer to have it a little bit more out of my way, you know. On the left-hand side, sometimes it was blocking stuff. So I was just like, you know what? Let's move it and see what happens. I like to try little things, you know? See what is best. But I can feel it. I think a good reactor will drop eventually for me. I'm not sure yet. The chat thing is more of a long-term thing. The thumbnails obviously didn't make a difference at all. That one's okay with me. I don't mind. That one I just did a one-time experiment, like it didn't matter. But the chat thing, we'll see. This one I'll have to gauge over the next few days as I play through the game. We'll see how it goes. Alex Mercer, it's always been safe to link your account. If you want to understand the linking process, take a look at that article. Linking your account was always safe. It's just that the reason why people lose their progress or experience problems is all explained in there. Some people basically had old data in their Nexon account, and that caused the problem. Linking your account was never an issue. So there's the article for them explaining everything to do with linking your account. Once you have read and understood the article, you can just link safely. And remember, if at any time during the linking process you do lose your progress, it's so simple to fix it. Just go to account, under options, unlink, and you're good to go. Fair enough, Navy. I can understand that perspective. It just irritated me that excuse me, sometimes on the left hand side things were blocked by the chat, so I was like, should I leave it or should I shift it, you know? I'll put it back in a few days. No problem, Nikki Love. See, there's a little bit of a difference. I am an official creator. That's usually why. Because not only, like, look, obviously this is my current, this is where I'm currently at. This is my current best, this is my current best content, you could say, right? But in future, if I want to work with other companies or things like that, I have to make sure that my content is always top tier. So if it keeps the viewers happy, then I'm happy. So thank you for subscribing, and of course I hope you'll also register me as your creator. For those that are new and haven't yet registered me as your content creator yet, I'll let Nightbot put up a link. Please do register me as your content creator. It's free, and I'd be very grateful if you do. The more numbers that I have, the more I can do for you. And hey, Zay, welcome.
New subscriber detected.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like for me as well, I will definitely be shifting the chat around. I tried the left-hand side of the screen today. Then I shifted it over to the like top right-hand side. I don't know. I'll keep it this way for a day or two. Then I'll see if I should move it back. Because for a lot of other games, it worked really well on the left-hand side. I don't know. I just hated it blocking some of the stuff here, but at the same time, maybe that's okay if it does, you know? Thank you, Nikki. Like I said, all I want is the numbers, so the more supporters that I have, the more grateful I am, you know? It gives me a bigger voice. And of course, that's beneficial for everybody, so thank you very much if you register as a supporter. I'll be very grateful. I see, DJ Sammy. Well, that person sounds like an absolute fool. Let this be a lesson. If you learn from the wrong people, then, well, you will always have the wrong results. So if somebody is teaching you something and it doesn't work 100% of the time, they're probably wrong. Whereas what the robot will show you will always work. So please be very careful. Don't be trusting weird folks out there. Yep. But it makes sense why people want to harm others. You see, a lot of content creators, they choose a very unscrupulous path. What they like to do is that they'll deliberately teach you the wrong thing. You might think to yourself, wait a second, why would somebody teach me the wrong thing on purpose? Because if they teach you the wrong thing, then you will need their help. Because you'll wonder, why am I not getting the same results as them? You'll need their help, or you'll need to join their communities, or you'll need to join their teams. That's when it all smashes. Well, to be honest, you actually don't need to shoot the balls. To be fair, it's best to just shoot the pole and focus on shooting the pole and clear it fast. Then move on to the next one and the next one. This is the best possible practice. So if you're trying, I realize, because if you try and shoot the balls, right, and they reset unevenly, like the poles reset at different times, it creates a big headache. So if you don't have a rocket glade to wipe out the balls, then just focus on the poles. Well, that's how it goes, Chris. A lot of people just post anything or shoot their mouth off. They don't care about you. And that's honestly quite sad. It's why I don't like this industry sometimes, because at the end of the day, these people don't care about you. They're just here for a quick buck. But maybe I'm a little old school, or maybe it's just because I am an older gent. I do this for a living, and like I said, I've got professional aspirations. I don't just want to work for TFD forever. Like, I mean, of course it's great right now, but I don't want to just work, sorry, I shouldn't say for. I don't want to just work excuse me, with TFD forever. No, I want to go beyond that. I want to work with other games as well. I want to work with other brands, companies. Like, for those that don't know, I've got my first clothing deal coming up soon. So, like, I want to go beyond just this. And that means, you know, always caring about my audience, always caring about my viewers, and also ensuring that I really know what I'm doing, so that when I get the chance, I can actually show people, hey, you know, I know what I'm doing. You know, here's all the stuff. I hope you guys will enjoy it, etc., etc., so on and so forth, you know. The more I get to do stuff like that, the better. Sometimes it's like that, DJ Sammy. They make it hard for others because I guess they believe that if everybody needs them, then they will succeed. But that kind of thing doesn't last. Like, if you really want to take care of your people, then you should train your people in such a way that they don't need you anymore at all. It might sound counterintuitive, but do you think they're going to remember the guy that sabotaged them? Or will they remember that one teacher that actually helped them stand on their own 2 feet? Like, when they're successful, they're going to come back to the teacher that meant something to them. That's my philosophy. So even if they don't need me anymore and don't come back every day, they will still come back in future. Well, at least now you know, right, Chris? Now you know to follow the right teacher. You'll see them very soon, DJ. Very, very soon. I'm looking forward to it personally. I did. And it was hot garbage. I literally just took it and threw it on the ground. I mean, look, it's okay, but it will never reach the same heights of actual bossing damage. So the more I looked at it, the more I was like, this is actually just quite sad. I don't even want to bother. Unfortunately, that's the way it works, Nikki. Many people feel that they need to somehow hold on to the, I guess, power that they have over their viewers, but look, I'll be realistic with you. A lot of my friends have moved on to a completely different game. I do this because this is my livelihood, but you know, they've already moved on. You know, they're, of course, they're still my friends and whatnot, but they're playing their own stuff while I'm playing this still, you know, because I got a lot more to do for you guys. But obviously, like, for them, they don't do this for a living, so they don't have to be here day in, day out, you know. But they have moved to other things and they're experiencing other things, and it sucks. But I don't want to sit here and just hold my power over them. I mean, I'll rib them for it, but I won't, you know, I won't make any bones about it, because at the end of the day, everybody's got to do their own thing. And ideally, any good content creator should always want their viewers to learn and move on and express and, like, you know, have their own express path that they devise for themselves. It shouldn't be about gatekeeping or withholding information. That's why my videos are so thorough. Of course, there was a time when people tried to say, oh, he keeps making people watch his videos, you know, he's trying to get revenue, he doesn't care about people. But it was quite the opposite. I tell people when they ask me questions, go watch the video, because that's the fastest way for them to learn and become independent. If they still have further or more in-depth questions, they can come back here, you know. But for the basic knowledge or stuff that can be easily answered, or stuff that may be lengthy but simple and basic, videos are the way. That way they just teach themselves and off they go. They don't need to hang around me 24/7, you know. I haven't heard back from the guy, so maybe someday I will. Thank you all, Foxy, for sharing your time with me. Like I said, I appreciate it. Excuse me. This type of game is a long-term game. It's one where people are gonna play, they're gonna put it down, they're gonna come back. Now, I myself am the same way, you know. When I get bored, then in my morning streams, you know, I've been doing some other stuff, like recently I've been playing some Darktide, you know, just having a bit of fun with that. When Path of Exile 2 comes out, I can do a little bit of that as well. you know, I like to have cycles myself. And at times, you will also see me switch around. Like, I might stop streaming one thing, might stream something else, you know, it'll go up and down, up and down, up and down. That kind of dealio. And I think that that's good, and that's actually healthy. Because I think that if you spend all your time on just one thing each time, you're gonna go insane. That's usually not the right way to do things either, so everybody needs a break and a breather. Well, I do want to be honest, Chris. A lot of people that switch games were just here to make a quick buck. They were just trying to milk First Descendant, and once they realized that they had to put in actual effort, they all moved on. And that's why I don't trust a lot of big creators, because much like me, they're also hunting for their payday, but paydays come a lot easier to them. So, unlike in my case, you know, they don't have to dedicate. But I haven't found my first real home-based game, you know? And I think the TFD might really be it. Like for me, this is good. This is gonna be home. This is gonna be like that home-based game. Now, of course, you are gonna see me on other things, and of course, there'll be other opportunities, brand deals, things like this that'll come along down the pipeline for me. So you will see me on other stuff, but I'll always come back here, you know. And that's what I hope to cultivate. I hope to cultivate, I guess, serious understanding with the crowd. You know, I hope that people will enjoy the shows, get a chance to see stuff, and then, you know, hopefully I can also bring that attention elsewhere for other stuff, but you're always gonna see me come back. But I also think that several of the people that switched over was because a lot of the folks that had gone over to other things came from other stuff, you know? I know several creators were from Warframe or Destiny, and they came over here looking for a quick payday, but the only thing I will say though is that if you like the stuff that I produce, make sure you're following me not just for the game, but for the creator as well. Because, and look, I'm a realistic person. I know that less than 30% of y'all, if I ever change games, like in the future or whatever, I know less than 30% of y'all will follow. But I hope that for those 30%, you know, I've made enough of an impression upon you so that you know and understand why, you know, if it's a good move for me to switch over, I will. But only if it's a good move, and only if, you know, there was a reason for me to do so. Oh yeah, I always find other games and other things to play. Like for me, that is important because you can't just do one thing all the time. I feel that if you do, you'll go nuts. Like personally, I'm waiting for Path of Exile 2. I can't wait to try that out, you know? And when that does drop, you're probably gonna see me on it. Here and there, everywhere, doing this and that and the other. I hope you will be, CG. I'd love to see you follow me across many different games. I hope you and Haza will be among those. Although, of course, I know that your own preferences will also take precedence, so of course you won't follow me absolutely everywhere. I totally get that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I do hope to see familiar faces, even when I go elsewhere. But like I said, you'll always see me back here. Because I feel in my heart that this is going to be my Warframe / Destiny, you know? The most established creators for those games have always gone to other games during their career, but they always come back, right? That's going to be me. Like this is going to be my Warframe and Destiny. And I think that over time as well, it will grow. Right now, this game is still trying to find its audience. It's still trying to find its place. And I'm sure it will. I appreciate that thought, CG. It's always nice to have people that think that way. So genuinely, fingers crossed. I hope so. But either way, I've got no intention of going anywhere. Once the 10th hits, I am going to be busy, busy, busy. And it's going to be fun. Fire skill power, like really? On a non-attribute reactor? Hello, Chevet. That's okay, Foxy. Listen, feel free to chat even if I play other games or other stuff. You can just ask random inane questions and I'll be grateful to you. Well, thanks for that, CG. I really appreciate the thought. I am glad to have made a good impression on people. Like I said, I try my best. And I'm also aware that I am far from perfect. I know that many people don't like my style, and that's okay. You know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But if I can make a good impression on at least some people, then I think my job is done. As long as it's a perfect job. As I always do, right? Can't be doing those half-done jobs. But genuinely, thank you all for the support. It's been good. And it will continue to be good. Actually, I should probably say. Hazza says you'll be playing non-stop. You even got a free day from work. Nice. Nice. I'm definitely going to be having my fun with you guys. Bunny's natural crit is very low, Mr. Imran. So you don't really need crits on Bunny. As you can see, for farming purposes, this is more than enough. If you go crit, you're gonna sacrifice a lot of things that you don't want to sacrifice. It's really up to you. But I would recommend testing a crit Bunny build, then you can test my build, and you'll see why my builds are always the most efficient. When I do a build, I look for perfect efficiency. Of course I am. You guys are all slave labor, and you will serve. But nah, I'm just kidding. What we're gonna do to level up is we're gonna go straight to 400% infiltrations. Well, after the first time. The first time, you know, that we have to level, we'll take turns. Okay? Level up my Freyna first. Then I'll level up yours. Yep. Just help me level my Freyna to level 40 for the first time, right? Unlock all her skills. Then we can go 400% infiltrations. I'll level everybody else. I don't mind. I have to farm mine, so by all means, you buy. And then you can carry me. But I must farm mine. As per the rules. No, Hazza, no. You will probably have her before me. Which means, you will be able to level first. Yeah, actually it's true. While I'm farming for her, bring your characters for leveling. Then as soon as I finally finish farming her and cook her, you know, then y'all can level me. Why are your friends making you feel bad? Tell you what, CG, you should make your friends feel bad for not following RealAsianRobot. You know, how come your friends haven't come to my stream, alright? They need to live on my stream. Okay? I want all your friends to have at least an OnlyFan level membership. So, you must use the reverse psychology. Okay? When they make you feel bad for swiping, you must make them feel bad for not watching RealAsianRobot. You gotta hit them with the Uno reverse. Okay, you give them that Uno reverse card. Never feel bad for swiping, alright? Just because I can't doesn't mean that you can't either. Oh, come on, one good reactor, please. Oh, come on. This is literally torture. What am I doing to myself? Why do I do this to myself? About to start chanting some Buddhist mantras right here, I tell you. I tell you. All life is suffering. Suffering is life. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. Oh, Haz is not just a Freyna fan. He's a Freyna simp. He go 2 steps further, okay? You know, like that band, 2 Steps from Hell? Exactly. Fair enough, CG. Okay, threaten him some more. Threaten him some more and then sacrifice him to the dark gods. Sacrifice him to me, and I shall make you my apostle. Well, that's unfortunate, Elisette, but hey, at least you found me eventually. You see, the thing is, I've been an official creator since launch. But this is the problem with YouTube. You never know who's good and bad, and at first all you can do is follow along with the big guys, the big popular guys, and hope to God that they have your interest in heart. Most of them don't. So I'm very glad that now you have discovered a true creator who cares about his people. Some people might think me rude, abrasive, rough, whatever. You know, that's on them. Because I'm the only one that will actually bother to take care of my people. So, thank you for being here. And thank you to everybody who's registered as my supporter. I'll be counting on you on the 10th. And for anyone that hasn't decided yet, decide now. Register me right now, guys. Why do you need people to whisper to you? I'll do the whispering. Swipe, swipe. Go ahead, please swipe. After you register me, swipe. Swipe for everything. It's okay. The more you swipe, the more it helps me anyway. So do it. Do it. See, that's why you're a super simp, my bro. There's Freyna Simps, and then there's Haza. He's like on another level. You're not just a normal fanboy, you're a super fanboy. On this reactor, electrical skill power, singular skill power, that's it. It's just a random purple reactor that I found. See? For farming, you don't need any fancy reactors. Just add as much power as you can and off you go. That's all it really takes. Oh, you can extend anytime, CG. So just go ahead and extend. Extend your support. Michael, I have a video that teaches you all about that. So, here you go. This is the video that explains all the junk filters, not just for weapons. But if you're new, don't worry about the filters. You should only worry about the filters once you get into hard mode. If you need to find more information, watch my entire playlist of videos, all right? I've got an entire playlist of videos there. That's the link that Nightbot just put up. Look for my Ultimate F2P Survival Guide. If you are new to the game, look for the Ultimate F2P Survival Guide. That one will take care of you. You just need to know the basics, and then off you go. If your inventory is already full, you can check out Junk Filters video to understand a little bit better, okay? But I highly recommend checking the weapons yourself until you reach hard mode. Also, try to increase your mastery. More mastery means more inventory space. Alright? How do you get mastery? The first time you level up a weapon to 40, the first time you level up a Descendant to 40, that's how you do it.
Super chat received.
Thank you, George, but you've given a lot this month. You don't have to. I'll see you in the morning for Darktide, my friend. You have a good day at work, brother. Now, thou art not allowed to donate any more this month, my friend. You are already top tier, brother. Now, you have a good day, and I'll see you in the morning for the last day of slaying heretics before the big update. So tomorrow, we're gonna make it a good one. Thank you, George. Ever faithful, as always. George is a great guy. But he always donates too much, so I'm gonna tell him, you know, all I need is his company and his friendship. That's good enough for me. This month, he has given me far too much. Just like CG. CG is also not allowed to donate. Y'all can donate to me next month. And before anyone says it, okay? I do not press the shift button. I get it. There's a shift button. I know about this button. I do not press the shift button. I delete my mods manually. Okay? So please understand, I like to delete my mods manually. And I will say this every single time I do this until the day that people stop telling me about the shift button, because I know the shift button exists. He already did. He already did earlier, okay? No. I know where the shift button is. I can see the shift button. I refuse to use the shift button. I will do it manually, like a real man. Damn you, Haza. Why do you guys do this? You know, you guys know I know about the freaking button. Ah, you're off today, so you're just chilling? Good. Take a rest, enjoy. Or slay more heretics, just don't get too frustrated with the people. I know they're not exactly me. But I think things will be fine, man. Enjoy your games, enjoy your day off. I watched Rings of Power with Kaz yesterday. Fantastic show. I don't know why everyone hates on it. It's great. And she said, and she thinks it's great as the Lord of the Rings nerd, so. You do this on controller manually like a savage. I'm sorry, I'm gonna hand you my crown, Glock Tony, cause damn, alright? Hello, Battlefield, how's it going? if you have the skills to do this manually on a controller, then my respect for you has skyrocketed. Oh no, you see, the actual reason, just for anyone that's new here, there's a reason why. I played a different game where there was a delete all button. Well, delete all duplicates button. So I did. Excuse me. My throat's still, unfortunately, because the weather is still semi-cold here, I'm still suffering from that internal lung problem. Nothing I can do. It's a medical condition. Okay. It's an old injury. So please do not worry about me. I'm not going to die. Now where was I in my story? Right. So I deleted all the mods that way. Then one day I got a very rare mod and I knew I only had one copy, right? So I pressed it, but I pressed the button and it deleted that copy. I don't know why. They said it wasn't an error. They said it wasn't a bug, but I knew it was a bug. I knew it was a bug. So I knew that it wasn't me that screwed up. And ever since that day, now, granted, it was an insignificant event, relatively speaking, in my gaming period, because I could have just bought the mod anyway, but I felt very upset that day. And ever since then, I always only manually delete mods. Never again. I told myself, never again. And lo and behold, I have never used the delete all mods button. Hey, listen, I won't die till I level up Euphrasia. Don't you worry, I got you. I'm not planning on dying anytime soon. Listen, I have mod deletion phobia. Call it what you want. It's the truth of the matter. I screwed up, didn't I? Darn. Hate it when I do that. I keep forgetting to run over the grill. I keep forgetting to run over the grill. I don't know why I do. Track even reminded me. And I still forgot. We can give it a try tomorrow, George. Why not? I had a stealth zealot build in the past. Not sure if it still works now, but it was a lot of fun. I used to stealth all the time just so I could murder that one annoying guy. It was fun for a while. But it definitely wasn't the best either. It was good, don't get me wrong, but whew, it definitely wasn't easy. But you can give it a go. See how it compares to my old stealth zealot build. Hello, Hotfire Rose. Listen, I have tons of trust issues, Shive. I mean, listen, as it is, right? I don't even have a public Discord for my crew. My crew is all in a private Discord, and you have to be a top tier channel member to get in, right? So trust me, I have hella trust issues. Okay, I live and breathe trust issues. And I'll tell you why. Because people sometimes are little weasels. Okay, they have the grubby little paws and everything, and try to start drama at every turn. No, thank you. I'ma just stick with my crew. All right. And I'm gonna just stick with them. What? I thought Opera was the had like some good features for YouTube. Oh, it's laggy. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. You know, funnily enough, right? I used to think that the problem with a lot of my streaming and video content on YouTube was that it was due to the Google Chrome browser, because I know that the Google Chrome browser throttles certain quality bit rates when you're watching YouTube, but then I discovered It's actually because a lot of creators don't know the rules for creating videos on YouTube. And 1080p encoder, for some reason on YouTube, malfunctions a lot. So that's literally the reason why I switched over to a 1440p encoder, and I've never looked back. Not only can I bring you guys better quality, but if you use a 1440p encoder for your work, videos, whatever, right? And people scale it down to 1080p, it works fine. But if I film and stream to you guys in 1080p, it looks like doo-doo. But yeah, fair enough. Thank you for saving me the trouble of testing out Opera. I too shall stick with Google Chrome. Or, God forbid, I might even use Microsoft Edge if I feel like it occasionally. Yep, pretty much. Ever since I discovered that, Shive, I stopped doing 1080p completely. I went straight for 1440p and I can't wait to do 4K for you guys. Next year, when I get my new PC, if I make enough, I'm gonna get myself one of the highest end PCs possible. I'm gonna start streaming in 4K. It's gonna be good. Yeah, some days you gotta feel a little bit edgy. And listen, Nikki, you'll never go wrong in your inventory. If you follow the filter guide that I put out, right? As long as you know what roles you want to keep, and of course, as long as you attach a heart symbol. So let's say I don't want to delete this, just attach a heart symbol to it, you'll never go wrong. Alright? All my favorite stuff has a symbol on it. My not favorite stuff, I don't care. I use my filters and I filter them out. If they're good, they stay. If they're not good, they don't stay. Simple system, right? Okay. Reactor farming is a pain, Nikki. I can tell you that much. I don't like it at all. But it does now, at least with the potential change to mounting, hopefully we'll be able to find out God rolls a lot easier. do. If you can get kills with backstabs. That sounds like a pretty big if to me. You'll find it a lot tougher than you think, especially in Damnation. But give it a try. Try it out. There's no harm in trying. And if it can't handle the situation, then well, we will adjust things tomorrow.
New subscriber detected.
What is the god roll for Bunny Reactor? Depends on the build. So my honest advice, Mr. Glock Tony, please go check the build videos. As you know, the reactors are covered in there. Never take the shortcut, because if you do, you won't get what you need. Always take the longer road, my friend. It'll lead you down the path to success. No, they've already increased it quite a bit, Machiavelli. No, they cannot make Haley too easy to get. She's already super easy to obtain. And I mean, look, people, if they want her for free, they have to put in some effort, you know? Not everybody can just get Haley without, you know, paying the piper. I mean, they drastically reduce her grind. I think that that's way more than fair. Good. Just make sure you don't rely only on the invasions to get her pieces, because it is best if you also do some infiltrations to sort of even out the numbers. I've actually already given them the suggestion, Glock, but that's pretty much all I can do. That's because you just don't enjoy Haley the same way I do, Haza. So you are a Freyna simp. Me? I'm a Haley simp. Actually, wait. I actually feel so uncomfortable saying Haley simp, and I'll tell you why. Because I just realized that Haley is the name of this one person which I don't like. So I cannot stand that lady. But I should probably say that it is different from Eminem's daughter Haley. I think nothing of her, so. You are 100% Freyna simp. Ooh. Chill and fire skill. Rolled on a non-attribute reactor. What is this? Yum, yum, yum. Getting close to that time to end stream. Soon, friends, soon. Fair enough. Hey, if it works out, then okay. I'm willing to see it. I wish those reactors didn't drop at all, Jonathan. Some people like her. There's no real accounting for taste. Yep. Congrats on getting a proper build. I hope it was mine. Just remember that you also need a ring build, because look, high voltage is great when the enemies are not dense. When the enemy is, you know, densely packed like this, that thing suffers a lot, so just be aware. As long as you properly have both builds, you will never lose out when it comes to farming. You'll always be a perfect farmer. But have one and not the other, and suffering will be visited upon you. It's not a stupid question at all. And the answer is that yes, you would have to refarm the components. So if you dismiss a descendant, you're effectively deleting that descendant. You'll have to farm them again from the beginning. So just be aware of that. And listen, Never feel embarrassed to ask questions. That's what we're here for. Even if I myself can't answer your question, somebody in chat will know. We're pretty good like that, so don't ever sweat it, alright? But thank you very much for having awesome manners. Very rare these days. But yes, by all means, ask away. Ask away. Dude, CG, I already posted it in the Discord, bro. Where are your eyeballs, man? I posted it for you. That's right, Axome. That's right. And yes, Nikki, this is the reactor farm for Glade this week. So if you look at the difficulty level rewards, you go to non-attribute. Non-attribute dimension drops in only one place this week, abandoned zone. But abandoned zone happens to have environment contamination zone, which is the Bunny Road. This is where you can get Glaze Reactor. It's pretty decent for weapon leveling, but I don't recommend it. If you really want a weapon level, block hyper mining. In sterile land, status too strong. That special operation is the best. Now, of course, the new defense missions will be able to compete with that. And potentially the 400% infiltrations too. Anyway, I see that CG has also become a simp for Freyna. Tisk tisk. All of you. Simps, I tell you, simps. Do better than this. Do better. But anyway, if you haven't seen the video on this yet, Nikki, you probably should. Do check out my video. It says where to farm gold, XP, and code breakers. It's a bit of an older video, but it is the video that first taught everybody about Bunny Road. And yeah, it's just great. I don't think they will Axome, and they shouldn't. People just need to learn. They can't keep nerfing everything. I feel that people just need to wake up and learn. The only problems that people have is that they bring the wrong characters, they do whatever they want, instead of bringing proper builds that can really beat down the target. You know, they bring all sorts of rubbish. Well, the thing is, Gilded Limbo, you can just buy more Descendant slots. They're only 50 caliber. So it's effectively $1 per slot. I would recommend just buying Descendant slots. I don't like to dismiss anyone, because I feel like they're all a part of my collection, you know? So I would say just buy more Descendant slots. Oh, and Chris, I don't have a preferred method of gold farming because honest to God, invasions are the best. And if I really do need to farm gold, Bunny Road is a great choice. The special operation, block hyper mining in sterile lands, also a great choice. Neutralized void experiment is also very good, FYI. But more or less, Bunny Road is still my preferred gold farming spot. It's just so fast. Like, you can't go wrong with it, you know? That is because you are a weirdo, Kakashi. Why is this being kept? Why is HP heal in there at all? Oh my god, that's an accident. That's not supposed to be it. No. No wonder those weird ones were being kept. That is truly strange. Well, I'm about to head off now, but yes. I don't think they'll make it so that you can buy it with in-game currency, my friend. That is no good. That's a little too much, I would say. I think that they do have to look. I know their skins are very pricey, but they still do need to make a living. Okay, clear. No, there is no way to unlock slots. If you need to know what's coming on the 10th, please watch my video about Dev Note 14, okay? There's no slots coming. Anytime you want news or information and you want it accurate, please do refer to my videos for it, okay? As an official creator, I'm here to bring you guys that info. Where is it? Excuse me. Here it is. There we go. Because I'm pretty sure what I mentioned in that video was inventory space. But yeah, just buy the slots, dude. Because quite frankly, they are so cheap and it's nice to have a collection, you know? You don't really want to be deleting your descendants. At least in my personal opinion. Ultimate Freyna will rival Bunny? Not really. Bunny will still be better for missions where you have to move. Ultimate Freyna, however, will be very good for 400% infiltrations and certain other missions where you're coding an area. So take note of that. Alright. We have reached the end of our show, ladies and gents. I thank you all for your presence today. It was a good time. I will see you all tomorrow evening for more shenanigans. Now, those of you who want to see me slay some heretics, turn up to the morning stream. I'll be playing Dark Tide for the last time. So please do come and check that out. Thank you all very much. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Catch you later.